Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Dad Lore Podcast. My name is Jason.
I'm Jake, here with Jason.
Oh my goodness, we're here.
Wow.
Our special guest today is Aaron Clemons.
What's up, guys?
Aaron, how are you?
I'm so great. How are you guys doing?
Oh, so great since we drove over here together.
It's true.
Last time.
Yeah. Last time I saw you, we were in a Maverick, and you were like, "Why are you buying a salad?" And I was like, "You should drop an energy drink." So
As I buy 2 energy drinks and a donut and scarf my face with the donut.
And you're in fantastic shape for it.
Look at this dad pooch. So I'm on the Dad Lore Podcast.
Exactly. You've been pre-gaming for the Dad Lore Podcast this whole time.
I got the dad bod. Got the Dad Lore. I'm good for it.
Well, you don't have the Dad Lore this time.
Oh, shit.
That's why Aaron is here.
that's right.
Aaron's here.
That's right.
Aaron, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
So, name's Aaron Clemons, if we're going with legal names. See, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, just outside of it, called Bartlett, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
Jason knows it pretty well. Served his mission a little bit there.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you light bars on fire in Bartlett, Tennessee?
Bartlett.
Oh.
And no, we do not light Bart on fire.
Do you light Bart on
No,
fire?
we do not.
Do you think it got the name because somebody lit a guy named Bart on fire?
We actually got the name because the Bartlett Pear Company was there.
So it's a corporate sponsor.
I think. I could be completely lying. That could be completely wrong. I feel like that's right. I don't know.
If
I'm from the South. You know how history lessons go down there. They're never accurate. So.
It's like have you guys seen that episode of The Simpsons where Anywho, they're having a history lesson and then a bell rings and everyone runs outside and the professor comes out and says, "Wait, I didn't tell you guys about World War II." And they all turn around, they look at him and he goes, "We won!" And all the kids just start cheering and running off him. That's how the South schooling feels to me. I was never schooled in the South, but
I mean, that's pretty accurate for me being from Texas.
Texas.
Pretty much our Texas history in elementary school was we had a fight with Mexico. The Alamo happened. We said, come take our cannon from our dead cold hands. And then we beat them. And then we were a country for 9 years. And then we're like, this sucks. And then we're part of the United States. And then we weren't part of the United States for a few years there. And then we're part of the United States again. And that's pretty much it.
It's crazy. We also talk about the Alamo because Tennessee sent their people there to die. And believe me, they died.
So. They did die. That is very true.
Believe me, that is one dead guy.
Yeah. So, the volunteers.
I had no idea that we had volunteers from Tennessee.
Yeah.
That just shows you the history that we got.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I didn't know that we were going to be getting a history lesson right when we started this. Actually, a history lesson from not me.
Right. That's
the crazy thing.
Unbiased history. What we actually learned. So.
Look, I learn really good history, okay?
Okay.
But I got primary sources. They were there.
My history is so good.
My history is so good. Okay, Bartlett, Tennessee. What are you doing with your life at the moment?
So I attend BYU, senior there, graduated in April.
Go Cougs.
Yeah, go Cougs. Majoring in statistics, emphasizing in data science, which pays a lot, and that's all people really care about. So
hey,
sure.
High pay raise or a high pay amount, hot wife. I hear there's a statistic out there somewhere.
That's there's correlation. I don't know.
You're
Hopefully there's causation. We'll see, but.
There's apparently a correlation between IQ and testosterone levels, though.
I don't know, man.
No? The downward slope.
The funny thing about stats, you can make everything up. So.
That's true. You just have to back it up somehow.
Yeah. Find some study somewhere, somehow, and there's a case to be made. So Tylenol don't want to hear that right now. But we might have to cut that out too.
We had a whole.
We talked about it last week. So
for those of you that listened to the last episode, Jason and I had this whole thing about trains and Tylenol. How trains became a thing, and so did autism. So maybe it's not the Tylenol, maybe it's the trains.
Have you reversed
Are we
it though?
building
Maybe
a secret railroad in the United States, and that's the uptick?
Elon's talked about underground highways. Maybe it's just
that's
underground
just in
trains.
LA though.
Yeah, but it could be underground trains. Maybe
That's just a subway.
That's
We already have those.
maybe.
Yeah.
You know, okay, here we
Those
go.
tickets aren't
Ready?
$5.99. So.
So this high speed rail that they wanted to build in LA, right?
Yeah.
In California, never really got built.
Right.
Right.
Are they building an underground train? And that's what's causing autism to spike.
That's what I was just asking.
I know, but I said it like a conspiracy theorist. So
I mean, you're talking about the probability of A given B. What if we talked about B given A? What if, because of autism, the amount of trains spiked?
that's the thing. Well, what if the amount of trains the initial spike was because the train was invented.
Yeah.
Right.
It awakened
we're just going
the autism.
We're just it awakened the autism. It's like, oh, you guys haven't seen Demon Slayer. I can't go into that, but
Not the new movie. No.
well, not even the new. Have you seen any of Demon Slayer?
I've seen most of the first season.
Okay, well, then you haven't seen enough for me to nerd out about it.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
for all the other listeners who have seen Demon Slayer, we'll chat. We'll chat later.
We'll chat. Send Jake a DM at the Gord _87 or something. The _Gord 87.
I think it's just the Gord 87.
There's an underscore in there somewhere.
There's going to be
I
a lot of Gordons getting a lot of weird DMs this week.
I'll put it on screen.
It just flashed on the bottom of the screen. Just the Gord. Okay, before we start, going down the rabbit hole of what we talked about last week.
Right.
Speaking of conspiracies, Aaron, do you happen to have a favorite conspiracy theory?
Favorite real one or favorite fake one?
Well, I mean,
Okay, well
they're
now
all
we
real
have
in our hearts.
Now, depends on who you are asking what is real and what's not. Okay, let's go with two though. Favorite real conspiracy, and then your favorite kind of more outlandish. It's we know it's not true, but there's like that one guy who lives in Alabama that believes it's true.
I'm just saying, 3 shots in 7 seconds from a bolt action rifle while President Kennedy's driving away. It's pretty tough, right? That's my favorite real one. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, something else happened.
Yeah.
Then...
What is going on in Texas?
Exactly.
But favorite fake one. Let me ask you guys this, right? When was the last time you guys went to Burger King?
Actually, I went to Burger King. Okay, the last time that me personally I went, or the last time somebody got me Burger King?
You went to a Burger King.
It was in Africa.
So that's like, what, 5 years ago?
That was 2020.
You went to Burger King to get me an Alex Crowns for our reception.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to Burger King to go get it. So when did you guys get married again? How long ago was that? June 27th. That's exact.
So
the date. The date, that is when I went.
See, I got it, Alex. It's locked away.
But so the last time you were like, oh, I'm just gonna go for myself was 2020.
Yeah, last time it was when I was leaving because of COVID. I was leaving to come back to the States, and the only place that was open was the Burger King in the airport, and I said it is better than nothing.
Okay, better, but okay, even beyond that, when was the last time you went to an actual physical location Burger King?
Yeah, in Africa.
But like not at the airport. Like I just want to go to. I want a Whopper right now.
Okay, well, yeah, not to get food. It would have been for his wedding to get him a crown.
Okay.
Which that's a great story.
That is a great story.
Good, yeah. So you got crowns. You got some food at the airport, but it's been. What about you, Jason?
I think I was maybe 7 when the last time my mom took me to Burger King.
And how old are you now?
I am 26.
So 19 years.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. There are a lot of Burger King commercials. I mean,
there's a
Whopper.
Whopper.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Junior bacon.
For
chicken Whopper.
For a store that people don't go to. I mean,
right.
So how is Burger King staying in business? I mean, it's been a couple years for me at least.
Well, it's the same question with mattress companies.
Yeah.
How the heck are mattress companies staying in business?
I mean, to be fair, it's a large sale per sale.
It is.
That's true, but I mean,
I feel like
so are hot tubs.
We also know Mattress Firm is, on a dying route. Burger King doesn't seem to be slowing down.
They've been getting a lot more commercials lately. Where's that money coming from?
So is it just the deep south?
Deeper south. Sinaloa, maybe. That's my conspiracy.
These Cajuns in Louisiana, they be eating some weird stuff.
Yeah, they just make it themselves off the road.
Yeah,
They're not going to Burger King.
These are the guys that pet alligators like their dogs.
Maybe these are the people who go to Burger King to buy their food to use as bait.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know a whole lot of people that eat Burger King, but they're somehow a growing business.
I can tell you...
Screams money laundering.
I can tell you there was a...
But for who?
I mean, the most obvious...
The Burger King.
The King.
The most obvious would be some cartel. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But
right.
That's just... I don't think they're as evil...
It's Al Capone. Al Capone has come back from the dead.
Is Burger King a pedophilia ring? I highly doubt it.
Sure.
But if you tell me they're a cartel ring...
That makes sense.
You know, I can buy it. I mean, crazier things have happened to better people.
Where's Burger King based out of?
I want to say...
Producer,
Atlanta.
can you tell us where Burger King's based out of?
I'm guessing Atlanta.
Stand by. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, that's my like fake conspiracy like something what is happening at Burger King? As Brian Windhorst would.
What is happening at Burger King?
And how are they doing it? What is their business model? No one can tell you.
Burger Whoppers.
I guess
that's their business. A Whopper.
Yes, producer.
Florida.
Okay.
Okay.
It's those retirees
definitely for a cartel.
Yeah. They stopped dropping cocaine in the ocean and started selling Whoppers.
It's Cuba. Cuba just sat there and they said, we can't beat America with missiles, so...
When did Burger King start? Did Fidel Castro have anything to do with this?
Dude, we are going down a deep Okay.
Producer,
did when was Burger King founded and when did Fidel Castro visit America? When did those coincide? Did those coincide?
I don't know. I mean,
Burger King was founded in 1954, Miami, Florida.
1954?
1954? That's peak,
that's Cold War. That's Cold War.
Something's going on.
What is happening in Florida? That's crazy.
So that was my conspiracy. Burger King is definitely a front for something.
I really like that one.
JFK and Burger King, yeah. Who'd have thunk?
Wow.
Who would have thought?
Okay. Jason?
What's my favorite conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
You didn't prepare me for this.
I did not. This is why it is so great. I'm getting raw Jason. I'm making those squirrels run on those wheels.
Sure. See, I don't think about conspiracy theories that often. Like, I can 100% get behind the JFK thing. Because when I was in high school, my senior year, we had a criminal justice class that I did as an elective.
As one does.
So we did a mock trial for Lee Harvey Oswald. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't necessarily... The trial wasn't, is Lee Harvey Oswald innocent? It's, did he act alone? Mm-hmm. And so I was placed by my teacher on this side of there were other co-conspirators. So I had to do a lot of research into that.
Was your teacher trying to off you? Like, was the kid that asked the most questions... How's he doing? Like,
did he just mysteriously disappear?
Everyone's fine from that class as far as I can tell, but also, like, I haven't kept up with them, so...
Okay. Do you guys want to hear something really interesting about the whole investigation into Lee Harvey Oswald?
Sure.
What you got?
So, first off, and this is from... I pulled this from, like, 2 different podcasts that I listened to, and then, like, some own independent research I've done. So, he was diddling about in Cuba and Florida, and he was a part of this like whole communist thing in America.
Sure, as a lot of people were. At that
as a lot of people were. Yeah. That's why we had the whole Red Scare and everything.
Right.
So naturally, after all that's done, we have CIA and FBI guys who are going to Cuba and other parts of Central America that were, under this communist blanket.
Yeah.
As to say. And during their investigations here, this is when the whole rumors of Papa Adolf might have made his way to Argentina.
During that time.
It was like 1950... Or when did Kennedy get shot?
67?
63?
Okay, I want to make sure I got my times right.
My mom wasn't alive, I don't think. I'm not going to out her birthday on air.
We'll go with 63.
We'll say 63? Okay. And anyone can correct us here.
I'll
let it in the correct
I want to say it was like December 63 is my guess.
You're just going to get like an AI voice that's going to do the 1967. Okay, whenever that happened. But they were doing their investigations down there. And this FBI guy comes across this dude who says, hey, And this is what there are tons of people who are like this. This was not a new idea that he had somehow escaped to Argentina.
Right.
But there was this one guy who sat there and he gave like a really credible source and he said, "Hey, you had this one guy, Adolf Eichmann, who was found in Argentina. There was this other dude that Eichmann went to go visit a whole bunch, and he fits the description, and he looks like the dude. He kind of shaved his mustache a little bit, but
just a little bit. He's like, I still gotta have some of my mustache.
He's got like
it's so defining for me.
He's got like he's got like a slit right there. But he's like, hey, like this is a thing. And when the Fed wanted to go investigate it, they got shut down from Washington. But this like there's like this report that you can go read, and it's like it's this guy and he sits there and in his official report he just goes, there's a very high likelihood that this man is actually Adolf, but I can't go investigate it. So that's it. That's the report.
That's crazy.
I mean, but do we think Adolf lived 10 more years?
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's
like the dude was so jacked up on like everything,
and that was like in 45. Like, do we really think he made it to 54? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I mean, we'll never know.
No, okay.
I mean, for being the most notorious criminal in the world, it would be crazy if he was able to make it
the lizard
halfway across
the lizard
world.
People. Sorry, we've opened up. We opened.
You're the one that opened it up.
Thanks. You're welcome. Anyway, you were saying.
I mean, yeah, I can get behind the JFK thing. I definitely believe that there are aliens somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know if they have visited Earth. I haven't researched that much into it. Yes, Jake?
So on top of that, just why you say that you don't think they visited Earth, does that mean that you're not a part of they built the pyramids?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't think we give ancient people enough credit. Like, just because they were quote unquote primitive, like that doesn't mean that they didn't have brains. Like for the most part, like people back then are pretty much the exact same as people now. We just have had tools. We literally just had to like kind of flip a switch in a sense. Like, well, like we got over a breaking point of just suddenly all the technology came at once.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
So like, but they still had technology back then, and they had the same thinking processes as us for the most part. Like they had civilizations and everything, and so to think that a couple people can't lift a bunch of heavy rocks up many times, especially whenever you have slaves at your disposal, is a little bonkers to me.
And I mean, the Egyptians weren't like for the day and age. They weren't primitive. They had
exactly
they
were state of the art
and stuff. Yeah,
for their time.
But I love how we all question the pyramids in Egypt. Nobody questions the pyramids found in Central and South Africa.
People question those, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
There was a comedian one time, and I remember I was listening to him, and he's sitting there, and he's saying, yeah, everyone questions were the Egyptian temples built by aliens, but nobody questions the temples built in Mexico.
Well, the greatest pyramids that ever been built, right?
The Bass Pro Shop.
The Bass Pro Shop, right there on the Mississippi River, baby.
Yes, sir.
7th largest pyramid in the world.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, what's it? Where's he going with this?
Passed it many times.
Pay $15-$20. You can go ride the elevator to the top, get a view of the city.
I mean, it's not a lot to see, but yeah.
I never paid $15-$20, but that's okay. That's the thing you guys gotta know about Memphis. Like, it's funny. I always get asked all the time, or they always when I say Memphis, probably 80% of people are like, "Oh, Graceland." If you've ever met someone from Memphis, ask them if they've been to Graceland. Nobody's been to Graceland.
Really?
That's fair.
I've never been.
Huh.
Like, I think my parents have been, but like,
I feel like that would be a place that a lot of people in Memphis would want to go to.
You would think, but it's kind of expensive. It's like $70 to tour a dead man's house. I mean,
you can't even go upstairs.
You can break into Orange Mound and tour a dead man's house for free if you just do it at the right time of day. So
we do not condone this behavior.
We don't condone it, but we may have done it. That's the entire point of this podcast.
We have never.
Allegedly.
So.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it's super expensive to do tours. And I mean, I watched like some HGTV show where they did a tour, and that was good enough for me. So.
Here, like I watched somebody do it, and now I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that different from a virtual tour, so.
That's true. Well, is there anything? Like, I'm a little fascinated by it just because Elvis is cool. Is there anything super special about it, or is it literally just his house?
It's cool it's like a really cool house for like its time. Like it has, I mean, I don't know everything about it. The most famous thing is the jungle room. He's got like carpet on the ceiling. He honestly, he was kind of the Scott Hansen before Scott Hansen. In his like little media room, he'd have like 10, like at least 6, but maybe like 10, 12 TVs, and everyone was a different game, and he's just watching football like all throughout.
That sounds like my kind of guy.
He's got his planes parked there. I mean, we're not talking 747s, but he's got some cool planes, cool cars, So he's got stuff there. But
so I mean, if I'm ever in Memphis, if I had to pick between that and the Bass Pro Shop,
depends how redneck you're feeling that day.
I do feel pretty redneck sometimes.
There you go. But
it does depend on the day.
I one day I'll go to Graceland, like one day, but I don't know when that day is. So.
When you're an old man and you don't even know where you are, and you think you're Elvis walking into.
That's right. So. But hey, shout out Elvis, great dude.
Love that guy.
Love that guy. He's got great songs.
Yeah.
Great songs.
Sure.
Presentism should not define him.
Maybe, just maybe. This is a conspiracy theory. Maybe he's Bob Joyce.
Who?
Have you guys not seen that?
No.
There's
I feel like I've heard Bob Joyce, like the name, but I don't know.
There's a stupid cult following of people who believe that this pastor in Alabama is Elvis. Like Elvis faked his death, and he is now this pastor. Thank you. This pastor down in Alabama, and because people are like, oh, if you look at his tooth, and if you listen to how he speaks, and he sings, and it's like, okay, like.
That's fantastic.
Like, well, I'll show you guys afterwards. It's really dumb, but yeah.
Fantastic. I love that. So, Jake, do you have any favorite conspiracy theories?
Yes, I do.
Oh no.
Well, I'm trying to think of the one that I absolutely love. It's one that
you're telling me that you've had this entire segment to ponder this.
Well, I've been pondering. So I have the two.
It was your question to bring it up.
Well, I have the two. I have the two that I really like, but there's one that I just really I can't remember what it is. It's something about one of the lost treasures of the world, but
like Atlantis or whatever.
No, but
the Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, I love the Count of Monte Cristo.
They have some bomb sandwiches too.
There you go. No, but we'll go into Monte Cristo sandwiches.
It's like ham and like it's similar to
it's like a grilled cheese.
Yeah, it's similar to
never heard of this.
Whatever the French dip.
Okay.
It's just like I don't know, ham and cheese.
It's really good.
And you I think don't you smash them together?
Yeah, producer.
Smash.
Yeah, you can smash your producer. You guys are married. Producer, will you show your hubby a Monte Cristo sandwich when we're done here, please?
They're pretty solid.
Thank you.
Kind of make me want to go to a sandwich shop right now, and it's like midnight. So.
Yeah, we're recording this on Wednesday at midnight, but anywho, back to conspiracy. So the one that's like not true,
sure,
that I believe is people in UFOs, right?
Yeah.
People are like, oh, all these UFOs,
right?
How come it is that every time we see an uptick in UFO sightings, the U.S. Air Force releases their new plane?
Jake, we already talked about this in episode 1.
Did we?
We did.
Well, we talked about planes.
Extensively.
I don't think we talked about this.
We talked about this.
All of our secret stuff that we swore was definitely not real, and why people thought there were UFOs. That's all that stuff.
Again, every single time that there's a UFO, they just somehow decide now is the perfect time for us to announce our new fighter jet that's actually been out for like a couple of years.
Right.
But now we're just going to tell the public about it.
To be fair, F-22, absolute UFO.
Oh, and here's the thing. The 6th Gen fighter, they just announced that.
Yeah, F-47.
And people have been seeing mysterious objects in the sky.
Oh, yeah. forgot about the drones or whatever.
The drones or these UFOs that everyone's seeing, and then the Don sits there and goes, "We got a new plane. It's a great plane." Okay, well that's my conspiracy theory that I like to.
The UFOs are just Air Force testing.
Yeah, UFOs.
That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable one, but people still like to sit here and go, "Oh, they're aliens."
I mean, because Area 51 is just an Air Force base.
Yeah, right. So. But the thing is, you just look at the way that some of these planes are designed, like the Nighthawk, or Nighthawk, fighter jets. Those are all black. They're supposed to be super stealth. They literally look like a pigeon on a radar scanner.
Wild.
Like, yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Like those things look like an alien spacecraft. Mm-hmm. These new 6th gen fighters that they're coming out with, you look at it and you just go, yeah, if it's dark and I've had a little bit too much to drink, I too would think that that's a UFO. If I see a flying...
I don't even have to be drunk to think that would be a UFO.
There you go. If I see a flying Freedom Dorito up in the sky, I'm gonna think that that's a freaking... that it's a UFO.
Right.
I don't know why I couldn't think of the word UFO for a second there, but crazy stuff. Conspiracy theory number 2. The disappearances in the United States and the national park tunnel systems.
What are you getting at here? That people are disappearing in the national park tunnels?
Well, if you look at the national park tunnels, and you look at where these disappearances happen, what is happening in the national parks?
People are getting lost by wandering off the trails.
Well, the thing is, you haven't found their bodies though. That's the kicker. They probably got eaten by an animal.
Sure.
Yeah. Because that's what happens when you're out in the woods. But
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like there's a surprising uptick in these disappearances, and I don't know. I don't know where I'm going at with it. But...
This gives me the same vibe of a meme map that I saw this last week, of people that own fursuits overlaid with a map of Sasquatch sightings.
Okay, no, those are hilarious. I love those. I saw one, but it was ghillie suits. It was ghillie suits and Bigfoot sightings.
It makes sense.
And, it's Farmer Brown out there with his ghillie suit going deer hunting, and Jenny and Troy out on their honeymoon. They decided to go camping, and they see something rustling in the brush, and they go, "Oh, it's Bigfoot!"
And it wasn't them rustling in the brush.
No, because they're like the couple from. Oh,
Aliens
what movie?
Versus
Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Don't rush me.
It's a fantastic way to start a movie.
That's a good way. Oh my gosh, I love it. But the third one, my personal favorite, is the Nazi moon base. I don't know if you guys have heard that one.
I've heard the phrase, but I know nothing about the actual details of this conspiracy.
It's really nothing. The Nazis, when the war was ending and victory for the Allies was inevitable, they turned tail. They took their V-2 rockets and shot them into space.
Right.
And they built a base on the moon, and
because all the allies that were surrounding them didn't notice a rocket going into space.
Exactly. And the whole reason that the United States sent Armstrong...
Allegedly,
they sent him up to this moon, which is actually just cheese.
So I am wondering if the same people that believe that the moon landing was fake also believe in the Nazi moon base.
I would love to see if there's a correlation between those two.
If there's the overlap, because you got to reconcile with one of those. You can't have both.
Did the moon landing happen, or is there a base, or is there a Nazi base on the moon? Are there space Nazis, or was the moon landing fake?
Space Nazis is a COD enemy, right? Like, that's something in Call of Duty.
I mean, it's
probably like zombies, right?
It's space zombies, but I think the zombies are all German.
Right.
Because it was the whole... If we go all the way back to not Revelations, but Origins. If we go back to the origins of zombies, I think they're doing some mining somewhere, and they trigger an ancient evil, and the zombies are all German, because the Germans were the ones mining there.
Of course.
So, naturally, the villains and everything have to be Germans, which, Germany, I'm sorry. I love your culture. Except for that one brief period right there.
That one time.
Actually, 2 times. The 2 times, I'm sorry. I still love their engineering, though. It was so good. Love German engineering. But yeah, so those are my conspiracy theories. The moon is a Nazi moon base, and we sent up Apollo. Was it Apollo 13? Apollo 11?
I think Apollo 13 was the one that they had complications and they weren't sure.
Apollo 13 is Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, whatever Apollo mission it was when Armstrong went and landed on the moon, they were actually sent there to eradicate the Nazi moon base.
And they sent 2 guys to do it?
Yeah. Look, all you need is 2 crazy Americans and a bundle of dynamite to blow stuff up.
Neil and Buzz just were the dudes back in the day.
Exactly, yeah. That's why they had this big parade for them when they got back to the States.
Right.
It
because
wasn't
they eradicated the Nazi zombies.
Exactly. It wasn't that they landed on the moon. It was because they eradicated Nazi zombies.
That all makes so much sense.
There you go. And they brought back some moon cheese with them.
Which we're still studying to this day.
Yeah, because Phineas and Ferb taught us that the best dairy products are made on the moon. Meaning, the moon is made out of dairy, which means it's made out of cheese.
Phineas and Ferb also taught us that the end of the shoelace is called the aglet.
Yeah, the aglet. A-G-L-E-T. Don't forget it.
Don't forget it.
Then Candace has a whole thing and she sits there and goes, "Wait a minute!" She gets really upset about it.
Naturally. What are older sisters for?
I wouldn't know. I don't have any older sisters. Aaron doesn't have any older sisters.
That's right.
Okay, well, you ready to play our game?
Let's play your game.
Okay, Jason will explain it why I find 3 questions for you.
Okay.
This is our weekly segment of a game we call Brain Freeze because that's the name that it's called. It's
because that's his name.
Because that's its name. It's basically we're gonna pull out 3 cards at random, and they have prompts on them, and we ask that you try to answer them as quick as possible with little to no forethought of your answer. And the idea is that we kind of get the depths of your soul and maybe something a little embarrassing.
Actually, we're not going to do this one because I think I know the answer, but I'm going to pass it to Jason, and I'm going to have you read it. Not out loud, but just... Because I know Aaron's answer to this, but we don't want it to air.
Right.
Yeah, now is not a good time. We'll revisit this conversation in 2 years and we can talk about it.
Okay, I got my 3. I got R3, I guess.
Arthur?
R3. Not Arthur.
R2?
That's the name of a robot. Okay. Mr. Clemons.
What's up?
What was the last thing that made you laugh?
This question that I'm...
Okay, before tonight, what was the last thing that made you laugh?
Probably a stupid joke made in a statistics class that isn't funny to anyone but statisticians.
Well, please, on the off chance that we have a statistician listening, regale us with this tale.
We were talking about... so we were talking about distributions, right? And probability distributions and the chances of something happening given the probability. And so we had a uniform one, not uniform, like a U-shaped one, where it was either not going to happen. Basically, it was saying the chances were extremely low or extremely high. There wasn't really a chance in the middle. And we had like 4 distributions we were talking about, but we were trying to figure out what a real-life application of this would be. So one that I came up with in my class, we had one where it kind of peaked. It was a bell curve that kind of peaked at 30, and then it got lower as it went along. And so the one that I came up with is, it's like NBA 3-point shooting percentage. Most people shoot around 30, so it peaks at 30. You know, you got Steven Adams hucking a 3 from the opposite free throw line that goes in, so he's got 100%, but it's low, right? Right. So then we had, the one that I laughed at was we had one that was all or nothing, right? And we're trying to figure out what that would be like. And so we all sat there for like 3 or 4 minutes just wondering what's an all or nothing thing. And what we came up with was it's the chances of going on a second date before your first date begins. It's either going to happen or it's not.
I remember this. I think we talked about this yesterday, didn't we? You told me this?
Yeah, sometime in the last week. But.
Yeah.
So
Not so funny to us because we're not stats guys, but we can find the humor.
I find the humor.
we can find the humor in it.
yeah.
Well, you can't anymore. You're married now.
I can still look. I still went on dates. I experienced
you marry, you date. I don't know if they really correlate, but
That's a rhyme right there. Spitting bars. It's that inner Memphis coming out. Something about rappers, paradise. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, Aaron.
what's up?
What is your... Okay, you know what? I actually want to phrase this differently. What are your top 3 stress relievers?
Top 3 stress relievers. Like watching sports until my sports team stresses me out.
Sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm a jazz fan.
When I'm
Been there.
when I'm hot, like when I'm heated, like I need to get some energy out, I'll just go on a walk. And like there have been times where I'm so mad at someone that I'm walking around the MTC, which is like 4 blocks away from our house, and I'm like, and it's like it was like the middle of winter this one time, and it's like 30 degrees outside, and I just want to like beat someone up, and so I'm just walking, and now I'm miserable because not only am I mad, I'm also freezing, but yeah, usually like if when I'm like super hot, like when it's super heated, I'll probably go for a walk. So that's kind of my second one. Third one, I like to hang around people that I know are going to make me laugh, but aren't going to piss me off. You know what I mean?
It's a fine line.
Is that why you hang out with me?
Sometimes. Sometimes you are the relief. You are the stress I need relieved. So.
And then I cause you to go take walks.
That's right.
Honestly, when you said that, all I could think of was Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah. I don't run, though, so.
I mean... Forrest did it at more of a jog. It wasn't necessarily
That's
a
fair.
run.
Sure. That's fair.
It was like I feel like he kind of like flailed his arms out like this a little bit too when he was running.
Now I will say you can find it when I'm listening to Kanye West regularly.
Whoopie doo scoop.
I am about to like snap and go absolutely crazy. I don't know what it is.
Scoop dee dee whoop.
But when I'm just like wanting to be toxic.
Whoop dee scoop dee poop.
And I'm at the breaking point.
Poop doo dee whoop scoop.
It's nothing but Kanye West songs on my YouTube music.
Poop. Poop.
Just
so
really trying to
channel. Yeah. Not his new stuff. I'm not anti-Jewish.
I mean, that would be a great way to induce your rage, though.
But so if you see me listen to 2 Kanye West songs or more, buyer beware.
So you're a YouTube music guy.
I am.
You're the second.
Mostly because I used to have Spotify, and then I couldn't figure out my account details. And so I tried to log in, couldn't log in. Then I like reached out, and then I never like got back. And I'm like, well, I'm not paying for it, so it doesn't really hurt. But I'm like, I want my old music. And I'm like, well, if I can't get a Spotify account, I'll just go to YouTube Music. And
sure.
So it was just.
Can you do YouTube Music and YouTube TV as like a bundle thing?
I'm sure you can. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen bundles for that.
Well, I was gonna say too, if you're doing YouTube TV, if you're doing YouTube TV, you could just in YouTube Music.
I'm sure there's a bundle. I'm sure there's like a family plan.
It's somewhere out there.
Yeah.
It's, before I did Spotify, I would like have my whatever I was working on the computer up, and then in a separate browser I would just have like lyric videos from songs that I wanted to listen to up. This is before I was cool and got Spotify.
Yeah. No, I get that.
This is some stupid head.
Going back to your sports, right?
Yeah.
So you watch sports to relieve yourself. That came out wrong. But you get my point.
Sometimes you relieve yourselves and you're watching sports.
And you're watching sports. Sometimes it happens.
It happens to the best of us.
What's your sport that you're like, hear me out, guys? Like, it may not be like in the mainstream necessarily, but like you're convinced that this should be a thing, like a bigger thing.
I've got a great one.
What's your example, just so I can like...
Curling.
Okay, yeah, curling's fun.
Curling? I don't know if you guys have ever curled before.
I've not.
No,
I've never been around enough ice for that.
So they used to when sorry, we're gonna derail just for a second. So every time that they do the world championship speed skating, that they do up at the Olympic Oval. They had guys there, and you just walk up and you'd say, "Hey, I want to learn how to curl," and they'd say, "Hey, like this is great. We're gonna show you how to sweep the ice, and we're gonna show you how to direct the I forget what they actually call the puck, because it's not a puck, but it's called something else.
It's a rock.
But it's basically a puck.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you how to throw it, how to slide on the ice. It was so much fun. It's fun to watch professional curling because it just literally looks like
is crazy.
It's crazy. Excuse me. And then the way that they're able to just yuck that down the ice, I'm like, and then the way, just the sweeping that they do and how
It's got to be precise.
Yeah, it's got to be precise, and they know exactly when to sweep, when to not sweep, because you scrape the ice to build up speed and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
I like that example.
I think probably 2 examples. One is going to be a little bit of a hot take to this crowd. I really do like women's basketball. Like, I really do like watching the WNBA, and here's why.
Okay.
Like, I think, especially for anyone who wants to, like, see how the game unfolds, see how a play unfolds, you can do that so much better and easier watching WNBA or even women's college basketball than NBA. Men's college basketball is still sometimes up there, sometimes not. Depends on the team you're watching. Like, I feel like a lot of the NBA is we're just going to run this pick and roll, and we're going to hunt switches and try to get a matchup, right? Whereas I think women's basketball, you can see kind of the strategy play out, the weak side pin, stuff like that. See how the team is kind of formulating to get the shot. And so I really like that. I think anyone that...
So do you think women's basketball is more of a pure form of basketball?
I would say so, yeah. I think a lot of the athleticism in the NBA, which is great, it's awesome, but I think it can kind of take away from kind of the beauty of the game,
Sure.
We don't really have the triangle offense where everyone's getting in touch and something happens and everyone knows how to counter-react. It's, they went under a screen, so I'm going to shoot a 3. They went over a screen, I'm going to just try and dribble around them and see what happens,
Right.
So, that's no disrespect to what NBA players do. Like, they're obviously the best in the world.
I was going to say, it's to your point, it's watching pure form of basketball.
Yeah.
And as the wonderful and all-knowing director or commissioner Adam Silver said, watching highlight plays.
Yeah.
So,
but
that's fair.
So I like that. That's kind of one of my hotter takes.
Okay.
I'll be completely honest. I asked you this question specifically because I knew you'd give that take.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Another sport that I wish was more mainstream and we could watch more than just at the World or just at the Olympics is track and field.
Oh.
So I do like going to games, and I will get there as early as possible because I like watching the best athletes in the world perform at a high level. And in warm-ups, they have all the athleticism and all the adrenaline to do things without any of the pressure to have to make the play right then and there. And so you get to really see them, like, in their purest form, like, how talented they really are in warm-ups when they take warm-ups seriously. Not everyone does. Yeah. But I think it's similar in track and field. Obviously, there is competition in those events. But at the end of the day, like, Noah Lyles is Noah Lyles, right?
Yeah,
he's going to, he's not worried about a safety coming across the middle and completely taking his legs out, Like, he's just sprinting,
Yeah.
Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone is Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. Like, she's just going to kill the hurdles, and all she's really got to worry at this point is 10K bowl, and, But, so I really like watching, like, just athletes at their purest form, like, just be athletes. Like, do the things that we can't do. Like,
that's completely fair.
That's what I like. But,
like, I loved watching Michael Phelps do his thing, Usain Bolt do his thing, and I'm just like, there is no way that right now me, like, I like to think to myself that sometimes I watch Olympic athletes do things, and I'm the guy on the couch that sits there and goes, I could do that, but no, like, watching Usain Bolt run the 100, I'm like, no, there's no way I could do that. Watching Michael Phelps literally cover half the length of the pool in, like, 2 butterfly strokes, which I know he doesn't do that, but it's how it feels sometimes, and how fast he's going.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way I could do that.
You're like, I could do that, and then you try and do it just once, and you're like, you pulled your oblique, you're drowning, the lifeguard's blowing his whistle. Like,
every single time I get in a pool and try just swimming across, like, a normal household pool, I'm just like, I am not cut out for this.
Yeah.
Like, I would drown in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
It just makes it so impressive.
Okay, one that's not really mainstream anywhere that you can really watch is bobsled, skeleton, and luge.
Okay.
You can't. They do again. This is another thing that Utah
The
does.
Canadian is really coming out with these takes.
Oh, dude. Here's the winter sports are just so awesome. Like curling is just fun because it's the old man sport. Like it's a bunch of retired grandpas who are like, we have nothing better to do. Let's go curling. Mm-hmm. But short track speed skating, bobsled, luge, and skeleton, ski jump. I love watching the ski jump. Mm-hmm. Mostly because... What other sport do you see people launch themselves down a vertical ramp and then fly for like 200 yards? Mm-hmm. I don't even know. I think it's more than 200 yards. Like they fly forever.
It's a long way.
Yeah. It's awesome. And you can go up to Park City, just here in Utah. Mm-hmm. And every year they do bobsled championship. Mm-hmm. I think every other year they'll do ski jump because they compete with someone else around here. I think it's Aspen. I think they compete with Aspen for ski jump events. But it's so much fun to watch. Mm-hmm. So yeah, not really a hot take, but
I would like to be seeing those more because like I feel like even in the Olympics like they don't get it like a ton of like airtime.
Yeah.
Just because they're kind of like difficult to watch with just like all the different camera angles that you need and stuff.
We should, producer, you too. We should, when they come back, I believe they come back in February. When they come in February, we should go to the bobsled. Yeah. Bobsled championship.
Is that in Park or is that in Salt Lake?
That's in Park City. That's at the bobsled tracks in Park City.
Gotcha.
Let's do it.
So, yeah, and the thing is, you don't even really need a ticket. You can just show up.
Okay.
Love those kinds of events.
It's a free event, so I mean...
Bro, it's just like over this last summer they did the Red Bull soapbox championship.
Oh, I wanted to go to that so bad.
Downtown Salt Lake, and I went there with Matthew.
Yeah.
And it was a heck of a time. I actually found out the other day. Apparently, I'm in Maverick. Like no one is gonna notice, but like. If you go into a Maverick on the soda machines, they have like a screen that shows ads, and they have an ad for some reason showing the Soapbox Derby event.
And you're in it.
And I'm in it. Like it's at the very end of the video. They show the Calvin and Hobbes soapbox car that comes down, and we were at the finish line, and apparently their camera caught me in the back holding up my camera like, ooh.
That's awesome.
I love that.
One step closer to that Dadlore Maverick team up.
The team
collab.
Up. Exactly. Maverick, you want to collab with me?
I'll take a We'll take Maverick.
We'll take Maverick, yeah.
Your salad surprised me. I got one tonight. Thought it was going to be bad. Pretty solid.
Yeah, what would you rate their Maverick salad?
I mean, it's a salad, so like it can't be higher than a 6. But I give it a 5.
I respect it.
Okay, well, Jason, real quick before we get to the last question, do you have a hear me out for sports?
I'd say Australian rules football. It's just I like the fact that there's a little more like within the concepts of the game. Like there's multiple ways to score because they have like 3 sets of goalposts.
Like Quidditch.
Kind of like Quidditch, except with Quidditch. I did play Quidditch in high school. I was the keeper.
We have to get into that story later.
That's a story for another time.
Okay.
But
I feel like we say that a lot on this podcast.
We'll get there eventually. We just have to keep producing episodes. But no, they have like 3 sets of goalposts where like I'm such a poser right now. Like I literally know so little about this sport, but from the little bit that I have seen, it's been.
We're going to have an Australian listener because it's going to flag Australian football rules.
Sure.
Yeah. And he's going to sit there and go, "Oi! What do you mean?"
Australian listener, please educate us. Like that would be fantastic.
DM
but
the
like,
podcast.
As far as I'm aware, like there's 3 sets of goalposts, and like you get more points for hitting it in the middle goalposts, and like 1 point for hitting it in the side ones. And then I think there's still like what's equivalent to like touchdowns and stuff like that too.
Okay.
But I like that in the regular flow of the game you can get different amounts of points, but it's still football, so it's like kind of like a mixture of like basketball scoring with football and then mixing it with rugby, and then it's like full contact but they're not wearing pads. And it's way more brutal than American rules football.
So it's like scoring wise, it's like the XFL where they don't really have kickers. Instead, you score your touchdown. Well, just in the scoring sense, you score your touchdown, and then you have like the 1 point, the 2 point, the 3 point after.
Do they have that really?
Yeah, the
I didn't know
XFL.
that.
It's lit. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Because I know they have kickers. Because there's at least been one kicker that's already been promoted from the XFL to the NFL.
Yeah, they do have kickers, but you can't do. It's not a PAT. It's instead the 1, the 2, or the 3, and
so
it's
just like how far back you go.
Yeah, so it's like 1 yard, or it's like 2 yards. It's like 5 yards, and then it's like 7 yards back.
Interesting.
But it's a way to make the late game more interesting. Mm-hmm. Because if you're down 9 points, you're still in that game. Mm-hmm. It's not a 2 possession. Yeah, it's still a 1 score game. So.
Interesting.
That's also why the NFL tried the dynamic kickoff rule.
Oh, because the XFL tested it out for them?
Mm-hmm. XFL tested it for... There's like this whole collaboration now where the XFL is testing rules for the NFL.
It's like the MLB and the minor league and stuff.
Similar. I mean, we're seeing that with kind of robot umps.
Right.
So similar to that. System, yeah, I think XFL is just, hey, we're going to Frankenstein some rules together. NFL, this is what it looks like when it happens. And NFL may be like, oh, it's... Because the kickoff rule does come... XFL, UFL,
right,
and some like brain studies amongst all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think ideally it's just a way to get your best players more involved in scoring. Than no disrespect to kickers, but we'd rather see Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson try to make some magic for 2 or 3 points.
Look,
than
my king,
I don't even know who the Ravens kicker is now, but.
Brandon Aubrey is going to single-handedly carry the Cowboys to the playoffs.
Yeah, here's the thing. You cross that star in Dallas, and Brandon Aubrey's in range.
Yeah.
He's like an intercontinental ballistic missile of kickers.
I think they literally said that on the broadcast.
Oh, really?
This last game, like during the Jets game, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, well, thank you for indulging us with Australian
rules football. Also, it's like an egg-shaped field.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
When it's like a late Tuesday night with nothing going on, we'll have to find Australian football.
Dude, I'm so down.
It's also like continuous play, like rugby.
Oh.
Yeah. See, I want to get into rugby, but I need someone to sit there and quite literally mansplain rugby. Like what's going on? Dude, mansplain, womansplain.
Just find a poly on BYU campus. I'm sure.
That's fair.
I'm sure they can explain it to you. Anywho, what is a skill you have mastered?
Ooh, not a lot. There's a reason I'm here in the basement with you.
Well, ouch, but fair.
I think I have mastered the ability to get out of stressful situations with humor.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That's a fantastic skill to have.
I usually laugh off most of my problems. Now, I've been yelled at for that before by like a boss at one point. He's like, I don't know how you cope with stress, but laughing at this situation isn't going to make it any better.
It's called trauma bonding.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm thinking about it, most I don't know how many like traumatic experiences you've ever had where you're like, oh, I'm about to die, and then you like survive, and the next 5 minutes are just laughing about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like,
again, that's kind of the whole ethos of this podcast.
The first story that comes to my mind, I'm driving down this road, dropping some people off after football practice in high school. I was a senior, so I had a car. Obviously, sophomores didn't have a car. Juniors, or some did, some didn't.
Naturally.
We're driving, and we're going like 40 miles per hour on this. It's like it's similar to University for you. It's Kirby Whidden, if you remember that road whatsoever.
Yeah.
And this guy is like, that window's a turn, and this guy's like, turn right now. And so, not even thinking about it, we brake and we drift, and we're drifting, and I'm thinking to myself, holy crap, there is zero chance I don't end up in that living room right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we're just like doing this, it's just kind of crazy, and I'm like trying to stop, and there's cars coming, and we finally like pull over, and there's this guy in the passenger seat, and he's like freaking out this whole like drive. He's like, stop, and he's screaming screaming, and he's like grabbing the window, which I don't know why. Like, that's the dumbest thing you could have grabbed. Like, he didn't even grab the handle. He didn't grab me. He's like grabbing the window. I was like, please stop. And then I don't even remember what the guy in the backseat was doing. I didn't have time to look back. So
he's just praying. He's doing a Hail Mary back there.
So we finally stopped. There's skids all over the road. We were able to like pull over, and I'm just laughing at this guy in the passenger seat who's just like grabbing this window, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And we laughed for like 5 minutes because we knew we were gonna die, and we didn't. Like just stuff like that. But
wow,
that's how I cope with stress. Is just laughing it off. Yeah, for better and for worse. So
I've been in a similar situation. I broke my arm. I was riding my bike down this hill, and as I was coming around a corner, there was a lady walking her dog, and I'm like, "Why are you walking your dog right here on this side of the road when you should be walking your dog on the other side of the road?" It was a whole different thing. So I hopped my bike off the sidewalk, and like sidewalks here, roads like here.
Yeah.
Because it was
sure. There's a curb.
Yeah.
Well, no, there was a little bit more of a curb. Like it was like road, and then there's like a little hill, and then
okay.
Yeah.
It was a good 2 feet or something like that.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it was a good chunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anywho, I grabbed my bike, and I was like 12, so I was like, hop the bike off, and I was gonna go down this thing. I hit a rock, flip the handlebars, land on the road. It was this arm. My radius and my ulna, the 2 bones right here, snapped, sticking out my skin, kind of like. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm kind of looking at it, I'm like, oh. That's my bone. And I was like, oh, that's my bone. Then I started crying. So it took me a second.
Yeah.
But I kind of laughed at it for a second. I was like, oh, that's... it's my bone. And then it hit me, and it's just that adrenaline. The adrenaline hits you, and you're like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah.
And then it's not so funny anymore.
Yeah,
No.
Wait a second. Not funny anymore.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Exactly.
So now we gotta get into your story.
Okay.
So, Aaron, what is your dad lore?
Whenever I think of dad lore, I think of me and my buddies going on, I wouldn't say like a road trip, but some long trip somewhere, not like a 6 hour to Little Rock.
A quest, if you would.
But like a 2 or 3 hour, and I can think of a couple.
Would be a quest.
See, the one that I originally thought of first when I was just pondering tonight, so obviously I was a Boy Scout growing up, Eagle Scout. Scouts on
Scoutmaster Kevin.
Not quite. So.
Oh boy.
So obviously you do campouts most Friday nights and a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was a senior in high school, and it was football season, so I didn't really do camping on Friday nights. But if it was important for me to go, I would just drive up Saturday morning. Well, so me and 2 of my buddies, we decided because what's up.
Are these like, real quick, are these you hike out a little bit to go camp out, or is this like you drive into the woods and you
kind of drive into the woods, there's like a designated camp spot.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. I want to say the one I'm thinking of right now, I want to say was at Fort Pillow, which has something to do with the Civil War. It was like a 2 or 3 hour drive from where I was.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh yeah, let's go. And then my 2 buddies, they both had work like Friday night. And so none of us, we all knew like we could leave on Friday night and we can get there late Friday night, early Saturday morning and camp, or we could just show up Saturday morning. And like, it'd be fun to like go for a drive at, start at 10 at night, Seniors in high school, right?
Right, well, great idea. Every great idea happens at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. So we get in this car, and it's a little white, like, Pontiac. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's got, like, the little, like, deer logo.
Impala?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. We got a crappy,
Impala.
like, 90s Impala with, like, a clutch, and it was so small. Like, it was probably the size of this couch.
Jeez.
Not really, but it was pretty small.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of us, right? And so there's... my friend, who's also named Aaron, and then there's my friend JC, and he's in the passenger seat, and then I'm in the back. And we start this drive, right? And so we're going to Fort Pillow, and like we're just kicking it. We're just dudes kicking it, having fun. We, about like an hour and a half in, we get past basically civilization, where it's just empty road and gas stations every now and again. Yeah. First thing we did was pull into a gas station. And as we pull in, there's like a highway patrolman who also pulls in. And we're just stopping to get gas or whatever, and the highway patrolman pulls next to us. He's like, "Hey, you guys aren't planning on robbing this gas station right now, are you?" And for some reason, I was smart enough to be like, "Not anymore, but it was a plan, but we'll change that." And he just kind of laughed and drove off. And so we fill up or whatever. We get back in the car, and we drive the other hour and a half roughly. Well, we get there. It's like now 1 o'clock in the morning. It is pitch black. We can't see a thing, right? We can't see any signs on the road, and it was like a big, like multi-ward, multi-stake, like camp out. Like it wasn't like just our ward, and so we knew like there were people there. I want to say it was for like mayor badge stuff. I don't even remember why I thought it was important to go, but we went, and so we get there, and we can't see the little, vote for whatever sign saying, "Hey, campsite B is this way," right? So we're just driving around. And it's the middle of the night, and where Fort Pillow is, there's like a prison, like roughly like 30 minutes away, and so they're always like,
don't pick up hitchhikers.
Yeah, they're always worried about like hitchhikers. They're always worried about random cars just being there, and we can't find this stupid like campsite, right? And so we're there, we're at Fort Pillow, but we have no idea where we're going, and so we just decide, okay, well, we're not gonna find this campsite. We're not gonna get out and walk blindly in the dark. In the middle of the night trying to find these people. And it's like it's like late October, early November, so it's cold for like where we're at. Like it's starting to get like 30s or 40s, right? And so we're like, well, we can't just drive all night because there's no gas. We don't have enough gas. We can't hike because that won't get us anywhere. We'll get up more lost. And so we just pull near Fort Pillow to like the side of a road, and there's like a big like 200-foot drop, and we just pull to the side, and we're just gonna have to sleep here. And we didn't even bring tents. That's the other problem. We didn't even, because we were just gonna like crawl into someone's tent and sleep there, I think. And so we didn't have tents. We had like stuff for the day, but we didn't really have anything.
This is the most like senior in high school thing to do.
Like, I know.
We didn't bring anything, but we were just gonna show up.
So we like pull over, and we're like, well, we might as well get some sleep. And there's 3 of us, right? 3 of us in this small little car. And so as you guys probably know, as you breathe without air conditioning, the breath that comes out is hot, you know what I mean? Right. And so it's this weird thing, and then we had this guy who was like 6'3" and demanded all the leg room that could ever exist. And so he like scoots his chair all the way back, and I somehow end up in the back seat. And so I'm like curled into a ball, like fetal position in the back seat trying to sleep. The driver like was nice enough to like only like recline halfway back, not all the way. Passenger guy's like fully back. I wanted to choke him, but we didn't. And so we're having to like sleep now, and we, the patrolman will come by and he'll tap on the window, make sure we're not making out or something, Yeah. And so that like was worrying because we were always waking up to that. And then it's super hot in this car, right? But it's also October in Tennessee with all these mosquitoes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we had to alternate between, do we want to like roast to death, Anakin Skywalker style, or do we want to roll down these windows and cool the car? And now because you're all wet and sweaty, you're shivering, and there's mosquitoes coming in left and right, and it was this crappy alternate of back and forth for like 4 hours. We were just awful. Like miserably trying to like sleep through it. Finally, like the sun comes out and we wake up, and people are like, "How did you sleep?" And I'm like, "I slept like crap." And so we finally see the sign of where we're supposed to go. It's not even 10 feet away from our stupid car. Not even 10 feet away. We see where we're supposed to go. We drive there. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. We get there. I don't even think they had started making breakfast yet, but if they had, it wasn't good enough because we were now, at this point, we're tired, we're cranky, we're angry, like nothing had gone right. And we get there, and we finally find our guys. We like turn the car off, we step out, and this one kid who I won't name, but he was just a problem. He was always annoying us to death. He comes up to us.
You know who you are.
The very first thing he says is, "Oh, how'd you guys sleep last night in your warm, cozy beds all night?" And we were pissed because we were in this stupid pond, whatever it was.
Yeah. Well, he had one thing right.
Yeah.
It was warm.
Sometimes. Sometimes it was warm, sometimes we were shivering. And I was like, this is the worst camp out experience ever. Mostly because it wasn't even camping. It was just like dying. And I was like, I will never Because I've slept in a car on a camp out before.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
It
you
happens.
sneak into the car, you know, it's
Yeah.
fine. And you know, sleep by yourself in a big in like my big SUV, like you
Yeah.
can't tell. When you're in this little clown car with 3 other people, it was the worst experience ever. So that's one of the experiences I can think of. There was another time, senior year for fall break. So like Tennessee, North Stake, Memphis North Stake, very spread out. Like probably a 2-hour radius, maybe more.
Probably more.
And so it's not like, you know, I'm assuming Draper, where like the steak cow, you know, the crust of the week in your steak is not a neighborhood over.
Oh,
if
dude,
that.
yeah, no, she lived like down the street
Yeah,
from
yeah,
me.
it's not your next door neighbor, you know what I mean? Like, so mine was like an hour and a half away in this town called Dyersburg. I don't know if you've ever been to Dyersburg.
That was a sister's area when I was there.
Yeah, it makes sense. And so I convinced same buddy Aaron. He was in the yearbook club, and I was like, "How can I go?" She was a volleyball player, and so I was like, "How can I go?"
You have a thing for volleyball players.
I like tall women, man. I'm trying to have them D1 kids, you know. Like, will I get that? Probably not. But
A man who knows what he wants, ladies.
yeah, I climb trees. Anyway.
I'm 6'5", by the way.
it's like okay, real quick.
Go ahead.
Did you guys see the guy at the BYU game?
I did.
Who had the like
End period cramps.
End period cramps. I'm 6'5", by the way.
That was fantastic.
Look,
I'll have to put a photo
He's
of that on
the
screen.
guy that on Instagram is like, "Hey, thanks for letting me borrow $1 million in your Bentley last week. I really came in clutch." You know what I'm talking about? That little trend.
yeah.
Yeah. So one time we were driving to Dyersburg, and this time I was driving, and we just wanted to go see this one person, and so we had to go. There's like 2 different ways to go there, and both of them suck, if we're being honest. But one sucks a little bit less, and you go through this little small town called Covington. And Covington, there's nothing there. There's absolutely... I'm not worried about anyone from the podcast getting offended because no one lives there. But there's like nothing there. It's a famous speed trap town because you don't go to Covington, right?
Uh-huh.
And so you drive through, you're speeding 3 miles per hour over, they pull you over, they'll write you a ticket, and the only way you can get out of it is if you go back to court and try to fight it. And even then, you know, that's iffy, but no one wants to go drive an hour to go to court when they could just pay the $60 fine and, you know, call it good. Right? And so there's one time we're driving through Covington to get to Dyersburg, and me and my friend Aaron were just talking, and it was, I don't even remember which Taylor Swift album came out, but we were listening to that most of the way up, not on purpose, but that's because all the radio would play. You know, Wildest Dreams specifically. I swear we listened to that like 11 times, not on purpose. But
Is that the Red album?
no, it was out.
Producer, you're a Taylor Swift fan.
1989.
Yeah, 1989. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thanks, producer.
We're just like driving or whatever, and it's like 3 stop signs, like 3 4-way stops. I swear within like 25 yards, right? And I'm driving. And I'm talking to my friend, I'm like, "Yeah, man, this is Covington. We need to watch out for stop signs because we don't want to get pulled over because I just don't feel like dealing with that." And as I'm talking to him, boom, blew the first one. He's like that one? And I'm like, "Oh, no way." And I turn around, and I'm like, "Oh, that was a stop sign." Boom, blew a second one. And I was like, "Oh, wait, that was another one." Blew a third one right in front of like the police, like I don't even know what, like precinct or whatever, like the little police station. And he's like, "Stop! That was the third one." So I just slammed on the brakes, and we didn't pass the 4th one, but we stopped like right at it, and it was pretty stupid. But I just think of like fun little drives like that where it's like.
So wait, you didn't get...
No, yeah. Thankfully, the cops, all 50 of them that were at the precinct doing who knows what in Covington, none of them were outside looking for me. I mean,
How much you want to bet that they sit there sometimes, just like sitting behind their car, just like, "Hey, any second now."
yeah.
They're just like licking their lips, just going, "I can smell it."
I mean,
that's coming down.
That's the entire tax revenue of Covington, probably.
Honestly, that was a fun trip. I remember on the drive up, I'm like, dude, wouldn't it be kind of like sucky but kind of funny if like we're the only, because it was like the regional championship, and so they like, and I think they had it like where 4 teams were. So you know, you play the district winner plays District 2 loser, like District 1 winner plays District 2 loser, District 2 winner plays District 1 loser, and then it's like kind of not like round robin or whatever, but like double elimination or something.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, there's 4 schools there. I'm like, hey man, wouldn't it be kind of funny if like we were the only people from Bartlett and like we had to like walk in like this big coliseum and it was just Dyersburg students and fans. And he's like, yeah, that'd be pretty funny, but like it's fall break, no one's gonna go to this volleyball game, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. So we get there, not a parking spot in sight. I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, what do you think is going on? I'm like, maybe there's a county fair, maybe there's something else going on, right? And he's like, I'm gonna get us in for free. And so what he did was, because he was on the yearbook committee, and so they would let him in for free because he's doing yearbook stuff, right?
Naturally.
So he takes out his camera and he like puts the little thing around his neck, and then he hands me the bag, and so I'm just walking around with like a empty camera bag. Yeah. I'm pretending like I got a camera, knowing dang well I have no camera in there.
It's like the guys that walk into movie theaters or places with a ladder.
Exactly.
And they look like construction people.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we're here for maintenance.
Right. There was those guys that actually made it into the Super Bowl a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
With the ladder.
That's crazy. NFL, man, what are we doing?
I do think they got banned from NFL stadiums for life after that, but I mean,
that's
worth it.
That's a great story.
I mean, yeah, you can go to 16 NFL games. That ain't worth a Super Bowl ticket. Anyway,
That's true.
So we like walk in, and we find like the little office there. They're like, hey, we're here for the yearbook committee from Bartlett High. We're here for the volleyball regional championships. Like, oh, okay, here's the gym. Blah blah blah. We walk in, and not only were they in school that day, they had all the classes canceled so that all the students at the high school, and I think the middle school was there too, because I think it was all like in one. They canceled all those classes, so everyone had to stay there until 2 o'clock for like the games. And so like we literally walk in, and it's just, I mean, there wasn't that many people. It's a little town, so like, but like 400 people compared to like 2, and we're like having to like walk through this like little area. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. And I usually like taunt and heckle fans, and I'm like, it's 400 to 2.
Not a good idea here.
The odds are not in my favor.
Like, I don't even know volleyball, guys. Like, I'm here for the soccer game, and then, it was crazy, but that was fun. But it's just like little stuff, little events like that. See, probably the least dangerous thing we did, but like something we would always do for no stupid reason. Me and my 4 friends, it was me, a guy named Aaron, a guy named JC, a guy named Christian, right? We would go to McDonald's at like midnight, right?
Yeah.
And back then, they still had the little like kiosk games or whatever. So you like sit at a table. I don't know if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. It's crazy.
I mean,
so
like the ones that they have at like Arby's or not Arby's. I mean, Chili's or something like that.
No. So well, kind of, but no. So like you sit at this table, and it's like that TV size, big screen of games, and it's for kids.
Sure.
But it's like, play Where's Waldo or play like this and that, right?
I've never seen that
I
before.
have no idea.
That's crazy. Yeah. So this is like 2016.
We must not be as high tech as Tennessee is.
I guess.
2016, 2017. But me and my friends would go at like midnight. We'd order a bunch of food, and then we would play at these games. Play at this little kiosk. We just play like these like Where's Waldo, like, find 11 objects in 14 seconds or whatever, and we would try and like set the record. And so one group was like the Catholics, and they were like thirst, and we couldn't take that. So we sat there for hours and hours, like multiple times a week for several weeks, because at this point people were either waiting to go on their mission. One of us was waiting to go into the Navy, and not me. I didn't even have my mission papers ready yet because I had to wait some time to get my wisdom teeth pulled. So I literally was just working. Right, so I had nothing going on in the mornings because I worked at a pizza restaurant. They don't open those up at 9. You know what I mean? And this is back when I only needed like 2 hours of sleep. So we'd sit there from like 4 to I swear
miss those days.
4 to like 6 or 7 in the morning, and we would just play these stupid games trying to beat these high scores. And it was like, it was never dangerous because we're at a freaking McDonald's. Like, no one's ever worried about us like joining a gang or doing something stupid. We're just playing stupid games at McDonald's, and it was fun times. But such fun times.
Dude, there's a nickel arcade in Draper, or I guess Sandy, but it's right on the freaking border. So who's to say?
Yeah.
But Draper claims it. We claim everything. It's just imperialism at this point. We claim everything. But me and my buddies would do a similar thing. This nickel arcade used to be open all the time. It closed at like 2 in the morning and it opened at like 9 a.m.
Wow.
So there was like 7 hours where they were, emptying all the machines. They would get all the nickel, like a lot of D, a lot of do. Mm-hmm. And there were 2 games that me and my friends would bounce back and forth between. It was Skeet Ball and Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
Fantastic games to be bouncing between.
Fantastic games to be bouncing between. Because there would be 5 of us that would usually pull... I don't know. There'd be 5 of us that would usually pull up to these things. So 3 of us would be on Skeet Ball machines. 2 of us would be on Dance Dance Revolution. And you just flip. There was a point in time where we had the high score on all 3 Skeet Balls. And we had the high scores on the Dance Dance Revolution songs. And then we all, went off to go do our stuff. We had football, we had basketball, we had whatever sports we were playing. Mm-hmm. And some freaking middle schoolers showed up. And they took our high scores. One of them broke a machine, and they had to get a new one. So our high score went away. Right. And I remember I was talking to the manager one time. I'm like, how could you do this?
We were coordinated on these games. Like we broke the screen into 4 quadrants.
And you're just like,
and we'd start yelling at each other if you encroached on my quadrant or I encroached on your quadrant. Like we had a whole game plan and everything. It was. It's like, you get your head out of my area. Yeah, it was fun.
Don't touch me.
The disappointment I felt when I got back from my mission and it was gone. But.
Do you want to know what would be awesome? If they put together adult. Like they have these like kid trampoline places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which adults can go to those.
Yeah.
But I feel like they should put together an adult one where it gets just like a little bit more extreme.
Mm-hmm. How so?
I don't know.
Are we doing full Simone Biles tryouts or what? Like.
No, not that far. But I feel like more. You know how every single one that I've been to always has like that Ninja Warrior course.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. More of those.
You want the Navy SEAL Q course?
Yeah, those or the inflatable obstacle courses. Peak. Mm. Love those things.
I usually kill at those.
I want more of those.
You want some Green Beret audition level tryouts?
Yeah. I want them to be dunking me like they do the Navy SEALs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Basically waterboarding.
Yeah. You have fun. I wouldn't pay for that. I don't understand. I've seen those. I call them Andrew Tate camps. Or not Andrew Tate specifically camps, but those alpha male camps or whatever, where it's basically like you pay thousands of dollars for knockoff buds instructors to drown you and belittle you. And I'm like, how expensive are these humiliation kinks that you guys are paying this much money to be told that you're not a man? Dude, what are we doing, man?
If I want to be, actually, it's not even if I want to be told that I'm not a man. All you have to do is go to any paintball arena with some guy who sits there and he's a tryhard and he's like, I got a freaking scope on my paintball gun and rapid fire action and extra chambers that I put my paintballs in. That's all you need to do. Because, again...
paintball is so expensive.
What'd you get for your birthday? I bought this ghillie suit for my paintball
weekend. Exactly. Actually, really fun thing. So, one of my buddies, for his bachelor party, we played paintball.
Yeah.
But we called it a safari.
Okay.
So, the bachelor was the hunter.
Yeah.
The rest of us all got costumes for certain exotic animals. And we were supposed to run around the paintball arena. And he just kind of go around and shoot us all.
What were you?
I was a lion.
Okay.
I was a lion. My friend was a tiger.
Did you have to crawl, or were you able to just?
No, we got to run around, but you had to make your animal noise. So we felt like we pull up to this arena, and it's in Midvale. And we're all sitting there. We're all dressed as animals. Some guy was dressed as Yoshi for some reason because. We didn't want to get an inflatable dinosaur costume, but we got a dinosaur costume nonetheless. Yeah. And so we pull up and we're like, we're the Gordon party.
Front desk guy just sees a bunch of animal costumes and is like, bingo!
He's like, who? And I was like, I put in a reservation for Gordon. I'm like, we're here. We're the Gordon party. And he goes, oh, we talked on the phone. I'm like, yeah, we talked on the phone. And he said, oh, so you guys are actually going through with... he was really confused. And I said, look, he likes paintball. He wants to shoot us all. this is the last hurrah. We're gonna have a bunch of welts in all of his pictures, but that's fine. That's okay.
That's awesome.
We'll just wear long sleeves.
Just don't hit him in the face.
Yeah, it was good though. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. One time on my mission, we were talking about fidget spinners, and they were like, I wish I could have a stupid idea that makes me millions of dollars. That's what I think of when I see those alpha male camps, you know? Like, I wish I could have a stupid idea.
Aaron's real dream is to become a grifter.
Yeah.
Dude. They're dumb. Like, I'm siding with you on this. Like, they're so dumb. If you want to be an alpha male, just... I don't know.
Do like 50 push-ups or something.
Read
a book.
Do 50...
Drink a gallon of water a day.
And listen to your wife.
Listen to your wife. Do 50 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, read a book.
Yeah.
You're already better than, like, half the male population.
Yeah.
I mean, what's their entire point of, like, what makes a real man anyways? Is it, like, getting super jacked and then having $1 million or something?
Strong and I'm wise beyond my years.
The only qualifications?
Yeah.
My T-score is higher than yours, so you have to subject yourself to me.
Of course, the natural order of things.
I mean, that's how they used to do things.
So, Aaron, I have to ask.
Yeah.
You're from Memphis.
Yeah.
Why are you a Dodgers fan?
So my dad is from Norwalk, California. So that's where he was like kind of born. What's up, Jake?
Where's that?
It's South LA. I'm not trying to make him sound super gangster, but I want to say he's like legit 15 or 20 minutes away from Compton.
But like he's from the hood.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Is he a blood or a crip?
Well, we like blue, so he'd probably be a crip.
Probably a crip.
No, I mean he doesn't like flex like he is, running traps or nothing. But he has told me stories of, they have to delay getting out of school an hour because they have the SWAT out there with tanks and snipers looking for some criminal. But yeah, so he's from LA. So a lot of like my childhood, we'd watch games together, and that's just kind of how that turned out to be. I inherited my baseball team from my dad. So.
Right. I mean, I guess there's not a team in Memphis.
Correct. Yeah.
Tennessee at all.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Tennessee doesn't have an MLB team.
We have some minor league teams.
I feel like that's a crime.
They're talking about Nashville and Salt Lake City as far as like
the top
the two expansions.
Yeah.
There's some other places as well, but
I know the Miller Group. They're really trying to get.
They really want one bad. So
then again, they can't even. They can't even clean up downtown for the Bees Stadium, and they had to go all the way out to Daybreak. And I don't even think the Millers own the Bees anymore.
I don't know.
No, I don't think they do.
Because again, they refused to help clean up downtown to keep the Bees there.
But I mean,
I don't understand it. I don't know if you guys have been to the Daybreak field.
No.
I'm not.
I've never been to a game, but I've been to the field. Gorgeous.
Really?
And I'm
That's
not
a new one, right?
Yeah, I'm not a big baseball guy. These guys both know it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I thought that field was beautiful. I was like, wow, this is awesome.
I gotta hit that up in the spring before I leave for good. So.
It's true. Yeah, I just had to ask because you're wearing the Dodgers jersey.
Yeah,
so.
You could always stay. You don't have to go.
I mean, it looks like my job that I think is going to come in will not be remote. So.
I was gonna say somebody's gonna have to pick up the mantle of co-host when I die in 10
years.
In like 2 years
From caffeine overdose.
Caffeine overdose. So I don't know what the LD50 for 25-year-olds is, but I'm probably right up next to that cap. Luckily, where's my Alani? Here it is. 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, that's it.
Wait.
This is warm up.
I'm actually going to go take some giggle juice and go to the gym right after this. So.
There's one on the way, so.
Yes, the 1 a.m. workout.
Well, I was going to go before, and then I went up to Institute and Draper.
Did you meet any cute chicas
Oh,
that your father
dude,
introduced you to?
I met a chica named Hannah.
Oh.
Wow.
Actually.
And?
Well, we chatted a little bit, and I don't know, we'll see.
Okay.
Shout out Hannah.
So, Aaron, thank you for sharing your dad lore with us. To close off before we let you go, I want to give you some smash or pass questions regarding sports in general.
Sydney Sweeney.
No, not people.
Oh.
we're gonna smash or pass.
She needs a better media team. But we can do that.
What? No, else. Again, not people in sports or people in general.
That's a sport.
Simone Biles is not a sport.
She does sports.
I'm gonna ask you, smash or pass, watching sports.
Volleyball.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, let's start off basic. Football.
Smash.
Basketball.
Smash.
Ultimate Frisbee.
Watch.
Pass.
Soccer.
Smash.
Rugby.
Smash. I need to learn more about it, but smash.
Okay. Cricket.
You know what? I like baseball, so smash. You know,
hey,
let's get into that. But
Team USA taking down Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Our accountant and HR people took their PTO and went and beat the best country in the world. So.
Wait, I didn't tell you what happened to America.
Wait.
We won.
Okay, so obviously baseball.
Yep, smash.
Track and field.
Smash.
Right. Okay. Boxing.
Smash.
Ooh.
MMA.
Smash.
Okay. Curling.
Smash.
Okay. Cycling.
Pass.
Okay.
Okay, wait, when you say cycling, do you mean like Tour de France or?
Yeah, like Tour de France.
Okay.
Yeah, pass.
Okay.
Now, okay, to be fair though, there was I watched like the cycling of the Olympics, and I feel like I want to say the American guy just like went from 4th to 1st.
So like speed cycling.
Yeah,
that
maybe
track cycling.
No, but it was like the distance.
Oh.
And like this American guy went like from like 4th to 1st, and like that at the very end, and they're like, yeah, the other guys just don't have the win that the American does, blah blah blah. So that was kind of exciting.
You'll watch the finishes.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That's fair.
I ain't watching the 26 miles, but
right.
Mile 26, yeah, or whatever long it is, yeah.
Okay, swimming.
Smash.
Diving.
Smash.
Okay.
The Texas diving team. Smash.
That's a Mark thing. I've never seen him.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
Darts.
Pass.
Equestrian.
Like horses?
Yeah, like riding horses and horse tricks and stuff, yeah.
I mean, I like dogs, like the dog competitions.
You like the dog shows?
Yeah, so
okay.
I'll say smash.
Really? Okay.
Going on a limb, assuming it's good. But.
Did you guys see it? See the one where it was like Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Talking about the Olympics.
That
horse is
walking.
Yeah.
That
was peak. That was good stuff.
Badminton.
I'm gonna say pass.
Okay. Tennis.
Smash.
Okay. I agree. Bowling.
Smash. I've watched bowling.
Fencing.
Pass.
NASCAR.
I've watched some, so smash. But
Formula One.
Oh, smash.
Smash. The only problem with Formula One is like the races are at weird times because they're all over the world.
That's fair.
So.
Okay. MotoGP.
Pass.
Okay. Golf.
You know, I used to never be smash, but then I went to the golf tournament, the FedEx Cup.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, this is kind of fun. Like, it's fun seeing all these drunk guys get excited for so yeah, pass. Smash.
So you're there for the drama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't see the Ryder Cup. I guess some people were like, there was a lot of drama as far as like unruly fans and then caddies and stuff. So I wish I had like paid more attention. I don't know what I was doing that week, but
I only associate golf with what that was the only thing that was on when I went to get like my teeth pulled as a kid.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Gymnastics.
Smash.
Handball.
Pass.
Water polo.
You know, I try to watch water polo. I'm going to say pass, but I have watched it before, and I'll probably watch it in the future.
Okay. Hockey.
Smash.
Love hockey.
Horse racing.
Smash.
Okay. For the gambling aspect, or just for...
I'm willing to watch the horses. I'm willing to watch the gambling. The only thing, and I'm going to offend all my Kentucky friends, all 4 of you. Those hats y'all wear, I don't even know what they're called. Those are the stupidest things I've ever seen. All right.
Like the jockey caps?
No. It's like the women wear the hat with like the bow. You know what I mean?
Okay. Like the old timey.
Yeah, I think the old timey outfits are stupid. So
I don't know why people still wear old timey stuff
tradition.
to the tracks, but
yeah, I don't know. But.
I mean, we don't wear suits and dresses on planes anymore, and that was tradition. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the situation
comfort
is.
over class. That's what we're going for.
Yes. This is true.
Love it.
Sumo.
I've never watched sumo, but it can't be that different from wrestling, so I'll say smash.
Yeah. Did I already say rugby?
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
That was a smash.
Rowing.
You know, I've seen. I mean, now you got the little like aura farming dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same thing or not.
No, I get what you're saying.
And then
Yeah,
I saw the movie with like this. I think it's Stanford.
Boys in the Boat.
Boys in the Boat. Yeah.
I don't know.
Washington.
I don't know how I got sucked into watching that, but I did. So I'll say Smash. I'll watch that at the Olympics at some point.
Did I tell you about my experience going to see the Boys in the Boat?
You mentioned it. I can't tell you what you told me, but I do remember you talking about it.
Okay, real briefly.
Please.
Real briefly, just for you.
Oh, just for me.
Just because Aaron's already heard it, so
Okay.
he can still listen. But I mean, so I have this pet peeve of people making noises during movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like movies where I'm at the theater watching the movie.
It's coming back to me.
Yeah, now you remember. So we're sitting there, we're watching The Boys in the Boat. Do you know The Boys in the Boat?
I've seen it recently.
Yeah, so you know the story. They go to Germany. They go Nazi Germany. They win the Olympics, and Germany was supposed to win because they're big and mighty and strong.
Yeah.
But Team USA wins, and it's like this great thing because Team USA hasn't won rowing since like the dawn of rowing.
Yeah.
We're in the theater watching this like when it came out, so like on Thanksgiving or like around Thanksgiving, and we're sitting there, we're watching it, and everyone's sitting there cheering and hooping and saying "Go, go, go!" as if like. As if we don't know what's going to happen. And then they cross the finish line, they win, they're having this big celebratory thing on screen. Everyone's chanting, USA! USA! Okay. And I'm like,
that's fun.
Okay, now...
That's fun.
Okay, fair counterpoint.
Come on.
Though. One, if you asked me to name you anything about the history of rowing, I couldn't tell you who won what, right? So they probably didn't know. Two...
Well, I mean, the book's been out for 1,000,000 years.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. I don't read.
So,
I'm in the South, I don't know how to read. Two, alright, Miracle. Do you get antsy and kind of anxiety and tight at the end? You know what I mean?
I mean, the first time I saw it, yes, now that I see it 1,000,000 times.
Fair.
Also, one thing about that, too, during the freaking Cup of Nations, when they found every opportunity to tie Miracle into that, and I was just like, "What are we doing?
We weren't even playing Russia.
Yeah, that's Russia in the United States. This is Canada and America.
Yeah.
Like these are,
like,
But I'm not disagreeing that it's fun, but I'm like, man, I'm just here to watch the movie, and we already knew this was gonna happen. Like nothing changed. Like Miracle, I can understand that because, like that was really incredible what happened there.
So you're telling me it's fine when it's hockey?
Well, yeah, I go hockey, but I also think with Miracle, there wasn't a book written about that I know of. There might be a book out there somewhere about it, but that was just if you weren't there and if you didn't know about it and you didn't know the story behind the people, like you have no idea what you're getting yourself into when you went to go see it.
Yeah.
Boys in the Boat. This book has been out for a while.
Yeah, but Miracle was much more recent, so a lot more people did know about it. Like, I didn't know about Boys in the Boat before I watched the movie.
I knew about it because I read the book.
I didn't know that existed before you told me about it right now.
Well, there you go. There's a book. The book's actually... I love the book. The book is really well done. And the movie does... And, of course, since it's a movie, you can't fit everything that the book has into the movie.
Right.
But I feel like the book does a really good job of kind of enduring you to all the characters that are in it. And then... The movie comes out, and it skips a lot of stuff. Because, again, you can't fit everything in the book into the movie because there's so much of the book and there's only so little of the movie. We're all sick and tired of these 3.5 hour long movies. It's a little ridiculous that we get 3.5 hours of movie, and yet I feel like the plot did not advance at all.
Right. Like if you're gonna give me that much movie, give me more plot.
Yeah, give me more plot, give me more character development. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a little silly. It's the same, and I think this comes from a different place, but it's the same feeling that I get when I'm listening to the national anthem, and the person hits the high note in the national anthem, and everyone starts like hooping and hollering and cheering. I'm just like, come on, guys, the song's about to end. Like, just wait 5 more seconds, and we'll be fine. I don't know where that stems from.
I think that's another bad take, personally.
Yeah, you think that's a bad take? I don't know.
I like the hooping and hollering, but I also come as a Dallas Stars fan, where in the middle of the national anthem, anytime the 2 times that star/stars is said, the entire arena yells "Stars!"
Okay, well, I think is ridiculous, and I might catch some hate on this.
Okay.
When we went to the Utah
Oh,
Hockey Club,
the Utah, yeah.
oh, say can you, and they all yell, Ta! It's like, shut up.
I think that's so dumb.
That's dumb.
I think it's dumb. I think yelling, the Detroit Red Wings, they do it when they say red. Like, they're just yelling out a word in the anthem. I feel like it's dumb. I feel like hooting and hollering when you hit the high note. I feel like it's dumb.
Well, I feel like it's just the high note is overplayed at this point.
Yeah, and
that's my beef with that.
I do think it comes from a thing of, like my extended family is real deep in, like, we have a history of serving in the armed forces.
Yeah.
And I think it's more of a thing of when you sing the national anthem. Sorry, my lisp is going to the player. When you sing the national anthem, it's one of those things where, like, you're remembering everyone that came before you. You're remembering people's sacrifice and stuff like that. And I feel like when you start cheering when they hit the high note, it's more you're focusing on the singer instead of the national anthem.
That's
like
right.
I think that's where mine stems from.
Yeah.
So it's not that I get it. Like, people are fine to do whatever the heck they want. I'm not going to sit here and say you have to stop that. You horrible human being. It's just like, come on, guys.
Some of my hotter takes, as far as the national anthem goes, when it's good, like when the person sings it good, it's really good.
Yeah.
Fergie's national anthem.
But to save on some people that should have never performed it, I'm almost a fan of no one should sing the national anthem. They should just play it as like an instrument. Or
yeah.
I would love that. And then you have like the arena.
Except like the electric guitar ones never sound good.
Oh wait, can we just and you guys might disagree with me on this. Actually, I'm really curious now. I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you guys this question after I'm done giving my thing. Chris Stapleton's national anthem was so well done. I think it was Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl. I think.
Okay, yeah.
Like, not this most recent one, but like the one before
the
that.
one a couple years ago, yeah.
That one was good. Maybe it was Whitney Houston. I think Whitney Houston did one that was really good.
Yeah, I think hers is like the most famous one.
Yeah.
According to like YouTube views.
Yeah, like
Fact
both of
check me
the
if you
Chris Stapleton's the most recent one that I sit there and I'm just like, it was so well done. And that might just be a thing because I love Chris Stapleton's voice.
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton can read me the phone book, and
I like service, like armed service choirs or like
those
National
are really
Guard
good.
choirs.
I like those
because none of those guys really care if you know who they are in a week.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
just
what I
like,
mean?
I'm just here
They
singing
just
the
sing
national
it, you
anthem.
know?
Yeah,
I've fought and bled for this country. I've sweat for this country. I'm just gonna sing it. And
Okay.
It's always good.
But best national anthem you've ever heard. Where was it? And if you remember who sang it, like, that's great. But if you don't remember, that's fine.
I'm just gonna lean back on my bias and say it was when I did it.
Really, you've sung the national anthem
As a 6th grader, as
Oh,
part
there
of
you
a
go.
choir.
I was gonna say I know that you were in choir, so I'm assuming that's where it came from.
So I mean, I did it a couple times in high school choir for like high school things, but there was one time in my elementary school choir we got invited to sing it for a Rangers game. And so we went in front of a few tens of thousands of people and sang that. And I specifically remember they coached us beforehand. They're like, okay, you're gonna have a camera in your face. Don't look at the camera, because then that's going to show on the big screen you staring directly into the soul of everyone in this crowd. Don't do that. And so they have the camera coming through the face in the close-up.
Everyone's just like closing their eyes.
Right. And we're a bunch of 5th and 6th graders, like, and I think the camera's off me, and I look up at the big screen to see if it's off me, and I was right on the edge of it, and you could see my eyes just like dart up, like right then.
That Rebel Wilson.
So obviously, us 5th and 6th graders, we were the best ones to ever do it.
Yeah. I also I've seen a couple missionary choirs.
Okay.
Like it'll be a mission itself. They'll be
Yeah.
like, this is the Eastern Tennessee Spanish speaking mission of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints,
Right.
singing
Yeah.
at the Nashville Predators game, like something like that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
I'm pretty sure they did the national anthem, but I want to say I watched. It was the same season that Kobe Bryant had passed away. I don't know if it was like the game after, like the first home game, or if it was like later that season. But I want to say Boys to Men did a national anthem. That sounded really good. But I don't know. I don't remember if it was a national anthem. But I know they did something that sounded really good. The save option that I know for sure, I want to say like 2 years ago for the opening football game, They had I forgot her first name. I want to say it's like Bridget. It's something Anderson. She was on American Idol and she sang the national anthem and she killed it. I only like I remember her because at the time I was like volunteering for the football recruiting staff, and the guy in charge of that was his daughter. And I was like, wow, this is really good. And they're like, yeah, that's Justin's daughter. I'm like, oh, she's really, really good. She was on like American Idol. The American Idol thing didn't work out all the way, but I do remember that was pretty good. So, but I think Boyz II Men sung the national anthem, and it was really good. So,
can I give a hot take on this?
Yeah.
I think we've overdone the national anthem.
Really?
I think that in general, like we do it at every single game, whether it's little league, high school, college, pro. And I feel like just it's oversaturated at this point, that it's almost kind of lost its meaning. Like growing up in school, you'd say the Pledge of Allegiance every single morning.
I don't get why we don't do that. I mean, I understand why. I don't get why we don't do it anymore, though.
What do you mean we don't do it anymore?
I like in who was it? One of my cousins was going through elementary school, and I was going to go pick him up for something. And I don't know why I was the one picking them up, but I got him and I was like, "Hey, how's your day been?" They're like, "Oh, it's been good. Usually though, we do that thing where we stand in front of the flag and we recite that thing that's next to it." And I'm like, "Yeah, the Pledge of Allegiance." He goes, "Yeah, they said we're not going to do that anymore."
Huh.
So.
It's crazy.
This was a couple years ago too, so it might have changed back. But
so that's for one thing, that's got to be like a district to district thing.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure
that was here in Utah.
That was here in Utah. Like I'm sure Texas, they sit there.
Never die. Yeah.
Yeah, they sit there. Like everyone pulls out their own personal American flag, and they sit there.
Well, we pull out our own Texas flag.
They sit there and say, "I praise to you."
But I will say in Texas we said the American pledge and then we said the Texas pledge. So I don't know.
Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
So I don't know if Utah has a pledge, but Texas has a pledge.
People working together.
Oh my gosh, don't give me flashbacks, dude.
Not that I think this would get us canceled, but a hotter take that not as hot as a take. Me and Jake and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The flag is always at half mast.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It is.
Like.
Yeah.
At some point, we gotta say, hey, what happened is very tragic, but we need to, think about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, though, you just know someone's going to get offended, though.
Yeah.
Because it's like they got one I have mass, but my
the thing is that I think you just need to have better criteria for what constitutes.
Like Congress, and I don't even think it is a Congress thing, but Congress would be like, from now on, we can only do half-mast if it's an attack on our literal country, like Pearl Harbor-esque, 9/11-esque, if it's like the president,
right,
or like a member of Congress. I think.
Well, I'd say it should be like you have the localized ones. So say say a state Congress or a police officer dies or something.
Yeah, if Governor Cox is like, in Utah, we're gonna.
Yeah, in Utah. So then do the localized ones, and then the national ones, national politician or something like that, or a big military thing that happens. But I feel like
at some point it's just gonna be we're just gonna do half mast for the rest of our life. Yeah. And the day it's full mast.
I mean that's kind of my point with the national anthem too, is that we've just like I was saying with the Pledge of Allegiance, a lot of kids and they just stopped saying it. Because what does it mean at that point if you're saying it every single day? Yeah. And I know this is slightly.
It means I would die for that flag.
What I'm saying, I know this is also slightly controversial, slightly hot take as well, but it does seem a little culty.
We are a cult nation, though.
I'm just saying the Pledge of Allegiance every single morning. If we saw that happening in Russia, we would be like propaganda. But it's the United States, so it's okay.
I feel like it happens in most countries, though. I feel like most countries have a...
I know a lot of European Union countries find it very strange.
I think the solution isn't saying it less. I think it's talking about what it means more.
Sure. I can agree. I can agree with that, and I'm not saying get rid of the Pledge of Allegiance. Right? That's just kind of my example.
Hot take.
But what
hot take anti-American right here.
Alternatively, though, with the Pledge of Allegiance, I think it would be better in order to give it more significance. For example, to only play it at the national championship games or something like that instead of every single game. That way, it's like, oh, this is a special occasion. We're singing the special song, right? So either only like really big, high-profile events like that, or an actual like military event. You know?
I feel like playing it all the time though kind of gives it a more personal feeling though. Because here's the thing: if you pull it out for special occasions, then it's like, oh well, we can't see or do anything with it unless it's a special occasion. But if you like, I don't know how the UK does this, and I don't want to try and say that I know how they do it. But God Save the King.
Yeah.
You don't hear God Save the King as much as you hear the national anthem being played kind of everywhere.
We're also in America.
Well, we're in America, but I mean, every time I've watched a British sporting event, which is usually any sort of race, or I've watched some equestrian stuff just because I have cousins that are real big into equestrian, and like they'll play God Save the King at those, and I just think to myself, I'm like, okay, well they do that, but at soccer matches they'll do that at soccer matches too.
Okay.
But outside of that, I don't know if they do it for their their school games.
Right.
So like if they their equivalent of like a high school if they're playing it.
Right. I don't know. It just seems weird. Like for like the soccer games. Do you mean like they do it at Premier League games or like for like their national team games?
I think I've heard it at Premier League.
I'm pretty sure they do it at Premier League games.
Okay. Because
nobody quote us on this. We don't know.
Right. We don't know for sure. But like I guess my point would be like it just like it seemed like I definitely get your point of like it makes it kind of more personal in that way. But
it builds
also
national pride
for sure. But I feel like I also feel like
pride right now.
I feel like you could just like if like you do it in the national setting, like obviously do it for national team games of stuff like that when you're representing your country.
I think though with everything being nationally televised though, that's where that kind of comes into play. Like you may not watch the Rockets and Jazz play a basketball game.
Yeah.
But let's hypothetically say Talon Horton Tucker's grandmother lives in New York and she wants to catch the game. Like it's nationally televised, so I feel like you have to pull in the national anthem.
That's not what I mean by national.
Well, I know, but
I mean like the national team.
You mean
playing.
Yeah, the national team's playing. But I think since it's being broadcast nationally, I don't know. I don't know where I'm trying to go with that.
I don't know where you're trying to go with that either.
But I think it's a good way just to kind of install some national pride. And I feel like that's something that you do need as a country. You need to be prideful that you are an American.
For sure. But I guess kind of to play devil's advocate for that. Like, as I said before,
Germany.
It really just depends on your perspective on whether it's national pride and when that crosses over into propaganda, right?
There's no such thing as propaganda. They've brainwashed you.
I don't know. I think national pride is a very good thing at the right time. I think it can be weaponized, though. And
100%.
And I think that's kind of the thing that's, to delve lightly into politics, I think that is kind of what's the problem with politics a lot of times, is people trying to claim the national pride whenever the national pride should be everyone, not just people with your specific ideology, you know? And instead of it being weaponized in that way.
I was gonna say something, but I don't want to upset the delicate balance of dad lore we have going on here. I don't want to lose our 8 listeners that we've.
Very precious. Please stay.
Actually, the analytics said we've gone up to 11. So
wowee, good on ya. Keep sharing it. Share the podcast.
Do you have anything else? Okay, we've gone full circle.
We've gone full circle. I
back to sports.
I think, yeah. If you want to finish off real quick, how do you feel about you know that shooting sport where they have to shoot the thing?
Oh, skeet.
Well, it's like skeet, but then they have to ski around a wall.
Cross country skiing.
It's like cross country skiing.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's a specific name for it. But you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they do it at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Hey, producer. Do you know what it's called?
She doesn't know how to search that.
Do skiing /shooting.
Do Olympic sport with skis and shotguns.
How do you feel about that one?
It sounds pretty cool. I've never really watched it. I think it's probably kind of hard to watch because
It's
they're all
kind
at,
of
like
slow
different
paced.
phases.
The biathlon.
Is that what it's called, biathlon?
Yeah,
I think
it's biathlon. Yeah.
I think there's a different. I think there's just the biathlon, and then there's shooting biathlon.
Well, what would be the other thing in a normal biathlon?
I think it is.
Because bi means two, so
I don't
it's
know.
skiing and shooting.
I thought it was two separate things. Maybe it's not, but
We'll say Smash because I know
Smash?
that's something
Okay.
I will watch it.
Skateboarding.
I've never really
unless
watched
it's Tony Hawk, I'm not watching it.
Fair enough.
Pass. But yeah, I mean Tony Hawk is cool. I've seen like the whole because I remember a couple years ago there was this controversy because he was skateboarding with his daughter and his daughter didn't have a helmet and everyone was like, he's not wearing a helmet. I'm like, guys, it's Tony Hawk, man. There's a greater chance that I trip and fall over my own feet and crack my skull open than Tony Hawk doing something dumb and getting off of his skateboard. And he's not even doing anything. He's just going flat. I'm like, it's Tony Hawk, guys. Let's not be dumb.
Everyone chill. It's Tony Hawk.
Yes.
Okay. So, pass on skateboard.
Oh yeah, I'll pass on skateboard.
Okay. Breakdancing.
What's that Australian woman's name?
I can't remember. Only if it's her.
I did watch it though.
Is her name like X-Ray or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's
I did watch it. It was cool. I think there's room for growth. I'll say Smash.
Okay.
My thing is, and this is, I feel like this strongly about breakdancing. You can make the same argument in gymnastics, but I don't feel as passionate about it. It's subjective scoring. It's out of 10. Why is it out of 10? Because the judge said it's out of 10.
Right.
What are they why was their flip better than the person before them's flip? You know what I mean? That's the only slight issue.
It's like gymnastics, right?
Yeah.
Gymnastics, smash or pass.
Smash.
Okay. But it's like gymnastics. Like you just get the experts essentially in there, and they know what they're looking for, the technical aspects.
Right.
And stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of all-encompassing with one here. The X Games. So your motocross, your monster truck jumps and stuff like that, which I don't even know if that counts as X Games, but monster truck jumps, super.
Anything that Red Bull does.
Yeah, Red Bull Sports.
Let's say Smash. I can't think of any times. I know I've seen it before, but I can't think of any time I'm like, oh, the X Games are on. I'm gonna watch this.
There was one time I think I was getting my hair cut at a Sports Clips.
Yeah.
And the only thing they had on was the X Games. I was like,
this is the Ocho,
Yeah, this is freaking lit.
It was that or dodgeball, so they went with monster trucks.
Oh, ultimate dodgeball?
I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Billiards.
Pass.
Okay. Softball.
Smash.
Okay. Climbing.
Pass. But I have seen that free fall documentary with the guy.
Yeah.
And then Jared was telling me he's gonna try to live stream a free fall. Well, not a free fall, a free climb.
Jared's like, I'm a fall and I'm a live stream it.
No. A famous guy's doing it. The guy that did El Capitan or whatever.
Yeah.
He's about to do another one.
Oh. Okay.
And he's gonna do it it's not gonna be documentary. It's gonna be live, as it's happening. And
oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty sick.
I hope he lives.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
That would
weird
be
cutaway.
Okay. Racquetball.
Pass.
Okay.
Squash.
Pass. I don't even know what squash is.
It's racquetball.
Oh, okay.
It's basically the same thing.
Okay.
Is it the ball's different though? Because it's
I think it's
like a
different.
hacky sack in squash.
It's a little different. There's a slightly different rules. But no, it's basically the same thing. I think the court is slightly different too, dimension wise.
I just know there's an episode of The Office where they're playing squash instead of racquetball, so that's the only reason I brought it up.
Sure. Swim. Did we already say swimming?
Yeah,
you said swimming and diving.
Yeah,
Swimming and diving. That's right. Surfing.
I'll say Smash.
Okay. Table tennis.
I think of Forrest Gump. I'll say Smash.
Okay.
That's fair.
Volleyball.
Smash.
Okay.
But I prefer, and this is not to be as sexual as it sounds, I prefer women's over men's. And the reason is because I think men's volleyball is just service errors over and over and over. Because
true.
They jump in there and they're swinging the ball and it's going 100 miles per hour and no one can actually return that thing. And I know if I saw a volleyball coming 100 miles per hour in my head, I'd just duck out of the way. You know
So it's kind of the same thing as basketball.
Yeah,
the women
women's-
actually play and they know and they like set things up.
Yeah, there's rallies and there's back and forth.
Whereas men, it's literally just how fast can I put the power of the sun into this volleyball?
Yeah.
Smash it into your face,
And
just like
so-
Scott Sterling.
You're not gonna get the ball until I accidentally hit it out of bounds, and that's basically what it is.
Right. Okay, to round it off, your top 3 track and field events.
Okay, top 3. I enjoy the 100-meter dash.
Okay.
Love that.
I would hate to do it, but I have a lot of respect for the 400-meter hurdles.
Okay.
And then I wanted to throw shot put in high school, but it just was a money thing. But we'll say
Is there money in shot put? Like you have to invest?
yeah, like just like paying for like all the stuff. Like my parents were basically like, you can do football or you can do some other sport, but we ain't paying for both.
That's fair.
I'll say shot put, just to give the field some love.
Yeah.
But
Beautiful. Okay. Red Vines or Twizzlers?
Twizzlers.
Very good. Well, Aaron, thank you very much for being on our podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is great. So
Yeah.
Said a lot of good things.
Very good dad lore.
appreciate it.
I'm sorry you had to sit in a hot and cold car.
Sleep in a hot and cold car.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
But
Makes men out of boys.
I was gonna say, don't you fret. Pitbull's been there, done that.
That's right.
Exactly. Everyone, thank you for tuning into the Dad Lore podcast. We will see you next week. Make sure to follow us on social media at dadlore.pod.
Is it dadlore.pod? Is it? I thought it was dadlore_pod.
It's dot. On Instagram at dadlore.pod.
I need to hire a social media
It's
intern.
underscore.
It's
It's
underscore.
underscore.
Oh, Jake is
Boom!
right 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, here's
3
the
weeks
here's
in
the
a row.
thing. I only know this because I go on there and I'll scroll through reels accidentally.
And you're on that.
Well, yeah, so I'm on that one, and so I'll find a funny reel, and I want to send it to people, and I go, oh, shoot. So I send it to myself, and then I post it to our story on dadlore_pod. So, like, there's one that I saw today, and it's like, bro to bro, we haven't done enough stupid stuff this year.
Do more.
So, yeah, that was posted today. But, yeah, follow that. If you guys want to be a...
Guest.
Thank you. If you want to be a guest on the show, send us a message or comment on. You can comment on YouTube.
You can comment on YouTube.
Spotify.
You can comment on Spotify.
So if you want to be a guest, or you don't want to be a guest but you have dad lore you want to share, just
Please let us know.
a message.
And remember, from week 1, send Jake your icky
But
body
please
issues.
don't. Please don't.
Send him your scab so we can dissect it on the show.
No. Ugh. Ugh.
All right, thanks everyone. See you next week.
Say bye, Jason.
Bye. Say bye, Jake.
Bye.
Say bye, Aaron.
Bye.